What's up everybody, my name is Sean and we're in Nova Scotia and I'm going to talk to you about how to set goals right after this. Okay, so before we came here, I had a volunteer session with some grade 9 students where a friend and I taught them about budgeting and thinking about their future in order to start getting them ready for adulthood. And one of the exercises was goal setting, and I thought I'd share that with you. You can use this method for any goal that you might have in life. It could be from competing in the Olympics, climbing Mount Everest, or even something as simple as buying your next car. So let's use the car as an example. So you'll put the goal at the top of a pyramid. So buying that car is at the top of the pyramid. Then you think of the step just before that, which might be getting the money together for that car, deciding how to pay for that car, whether you lease or you finance or you buy. Then think of the step just before that, which might be selling the current vehicle that you have, or maybe working more to get some money together to buy that car. Then think of the step just before that, which might be researching all the vehicles to figure out which car is best for you. Visualize each one of these steps and achieving each one of them to get you towards that goal. Another methodology applied to setting goals is something called SMART goals. These are popular when it comes to discussions about personal development. These would apply to our goals as well. SMART goals is actually an acronym. SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. So let's use an example, and let's say your goal is to learn the guitar. Well, just saying I want to learn the guitar isn't a SMART goal, but you could change that goal to say, I want to learn how to play the acoustic guitar, and I want to learn how to play 5 songs really well, and maybe throw in, I want to learn how to play 5 scales off by heart. I want to do it in 5 months. Well, now you've made that goal more specific. It's measurable. You can measure your progress. It's attainable, depending on how much time you have to practice guitar. It's relevant because you know that you love guitar, and it's time bound. So now you'll be able to have a way to measure yourself against this goal as you progress and learn the guitar. The last thing I'm going to show you is sort of a hybrid of both of these methods. So think about the pyramid that we did in step 1, but then making each one of those steps SMART, like we did in step 2. So maybe you're finishing school right now and you've got a student loan. So let's use paying a student loan as an example of how to use this method. So the top of the pyramid is finally paying off that student loan. If you take one step back, your first step back might be making the manageable payments to pay that loan off. Take one step further, the second step back would be coming up with ways to pay off that loan, like maybe you decide you might have to get a second job or sell some stuff. But the third step back, or maybe your first step if you're going up this pyramid, would be calling the loan agency and understanding exactly what your options are, how big the loan is, and the different ways you can pay it off. Okay, now go through each of these steps and one by one make them SMART. So for the bottom step, you may say, I will understand the interest rates, payment schedule, and ask about options by calling the loan institution before the end of the week. That makes it a SMART goal. Moving one step up, you could say, I'll brainstorm ways to pay for the loan or pay off the loan quicker. Maybe I'll get a second job, or maybe I'll sell some of my things on Kijiji, or maybe I'll become an Uber driver. Going up one more step, I will begin paying off the student loan and make an extra payment of $1,000 by first quarter. And automatically the top of the pyramid will become SMART, and the whole pyramid will be specific, time-bound, relevant to you, etc., etc. Now you'll be able to measure your progress and track yourself against your goal as you proceed from step to step to step. Quick pause here. One more thing thing I should mention, guys, is if you're doing this type of exercise for a long-term goal, like let's say graduating university or something, the other thing to think about with each one of these layers of the pyramid, each one of these steps, is that the stuff that you do in the bottom layer, the stuff that is in this first step, are the little everyday things that get you to your goal. And then as you move up, there are maybe less frequent but more important events that lead you towards that goal. This car thing isn't the best example, but let's say your goal was to compete in the Olympics. Well, the stuff you do every day would be practicing your craft, practicing your sport. Then as you move up would be like competing, and then competing in specific competitions, etc., etc. But just wanted to throw that out there. Hopefully that doesn't confuse you guys. Well guys, those are my tips on how to set goals and achieve them. Tune in next week because I'm going to be talking about a mortgage payment and how that works. We're going to break down the formula for you. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you like it, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.